Sometimes life feels like it's all too much. The pressures, the expectations, and the fear of failure, it can weigh us down. And in a lot of ways, we're not so different from Simba. In today's video, we will be talking about what The Lion King can teach us about stress and how we can all use a little Hakuna Matata in our daily lives. Simba ran away from his responsibilities, haunted by guilt and fear. While we may not have guilt like that arises from feeling responsible for the death of a parent, there is a lot we can learn from Simba about managing our own stress and facing our past trauma. Simba grew up being told that he was destined for great responsibility.
Look, Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom.
As a child, this responsibility feels weightless, even exciting to the young prince, who sings about how he just can't wait to be king. Like Simba, we all grow up under the weight of expectations, from our families, from society, and even ourselves. As children, every fancy and ambitious dream seems possible. But as we grow older, darker realities set in. This is not to say that Simba had no exposure to dark realities as a child. On an adventure with Nala, he was almost killed by Scar's 3 hyena minions. However, he is saved by the timely arrival of his father, Mufasa. The presence of a parent figure who can protect you from the world's danger feels permanent to a child. But as the child grows up, he realizes that there are dangers in the world that even his parents cannot shield him from. After all, bosses, girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, the stock market, and the bank are not intimidated by a father's roar. A key part of growing up is also growing out of the protective shadow of your parents. To cope with the guilt of feeling responsible for the death of his father, Simba adopts the philosophy of Hakuna Matata. He chooses to ignore the troubles and only focus on enjoyment. Today, we use celebrity gossip, social media, and TV shows to distract ourselves from the regrets of the past, choosing to drown out its noise with canned laughter and dopamine hits. But even if we choose to look away, our problems still exist. This is not to say there is anything wrong with Hakuna Matata. In fact, Hakuna Matata can be just the thing you need when you are feeling paralyzed by the past. The spirit of having no worries can be a temporary oasis for tired travelers to rest for a while before they carry on with their journey. It allows them space from trauma, giving them a moment to breathe without the crushing weight of their past. However, it is not a permanent solution. We could learn to live with compromises, the way Simba learns to live on bugs.
Hakuna Matata.
But that would be denying our true natures and destinies. And just like Simba, we have consequences we might have left behind, people who depend on us and goals that we had meant to achieve. Ignoring them will keep us trapped in a limbo between the past and the future. It won't get us closer to the future that we want for ourselves. So the past is not meant to be ignored or forgotten, but faced, for it is the only way to get to the future. As the wise Rafiki tells Simba, the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. And this takes real, honest work. Simba must face himself in the mirror and see the reality for what it is. In the real world, change begins with acknowledging the truth of our past. Returning to Pride Rock was an act of immense courage. Not only did Simba risk being killed by his uncle Scar, but he also faced the possibility of being blamed for Mufasa's death by his own mother, Sarabi.
It's not true.
However, Simba takes that step, secure in the knowledge that what happened was only an accident and not his fault. He returns with the intent to take his father's place in the circle of life, realizing that upholding his father's legacy is the only way he can ensure that his father lives on. And when he does return, he discovers the truth about his father's death, understanding that it was never his fault, but Scar's plot.
Here's my little secret. I killed Mufasa.
He was already prepared to accept a truth where he was indirectly responsible for the death of this father. But knowing that his father was actually murdered by his evil uncle truly set him free. Often, the thing that we keep putting off out of fear of not being enough or being stuck in a state of inertia is exactly what we need to do to change our present circumstances. And confronting our past can also help us unearth crucial truths like our limiting beliefs and our subconscious traumas that are holding us back. Questioning these beliefs and working on the trauma can help us put down the invisible burdens on our shoulders that we have been carrying without knowing. Our past is beyond our control, but the present is a tool to build our future. When the weight of our past is too heavy, Hakuna Matata offers a temporary reprieve from the immense burden, but eventually we must all take the step towards the path to build the future we want for ourselves and find our place in the circle of life. Simba's journey teaches us that stress isn't the enemy, it's how we respond to it that matters. We can't control everything, but we can choose to face our problems, lean on our support systems, and find moments of peace amidst the chaos. Life will always have its challenges, but like Simba, we can learn to carry them with grace and resilience. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Lion King was released almost 30 years ago, but the story continues to inspire new audiences.
If you can't get enough of the Pride Rock residents, head over to Fanon and read the best fan-made comics. In Kings and Vagabonds, the hyenas return to Pride Rock and are caught at the border. Among the hyenas is an old familiar face with his own little secret. The link to the full comic is in the description.